Hi, Doug Mealy here, use of force specialist, soft restraint kit expert. Welcome to They Lie, the series where I get to use my truth glasses to see beyond the matrix and answer your questions. Today's question came from fellow trainer and ex-police officer Leo Nocta. Now, I met Leo on a safeguarding update many years ago, when it turned out we went even further back when our paths crossed in the nighttime industry in Blackburn, Lancashire. Leo was on the beat and I was on the door of Jumping Jacks, a busy Western themed bar, which was an authentic Wild West experience in every sense. Leo was asking my opinion on the issue of staff managing a patient with additional needs self-harming by headbanging. He'd been asked if there were any kinds of protective cushions available, and the team were also considering cushioned headgear. So implement PPE, let's say, add cushions, maybe a helmet, and the issue's solved, they say. But is it really that straightforward? For individuals in your care with complex needs, this isn't just about providing a physical barrier. There's more we should be thinking about. Is it even an equipment issue? Now, our safe holding system is often requested to manage self-harm. Sure, it can be less restrictive than a hold, and patients and families sometimes prefer them. But here's a question. Are the holds staff have been taught effective, appropriate and supportive enough for both the staff and the person in their care? Could the techniques be refined? Environment, design out the conflict, making the route and access to headbang less accessible. For example, consider protective furniture or add a safety pod to guide them to. Thankfully, padded cells and rubberized rooms are a thing of the past, and along with straitjackets, they're consigned to museums. But did they ever actually provide safety and recovery? Cushioned headgear or helmets can create a false sense of security. Anyone who's got kids knows what happens if you give them boxing gloves. Could this introduce other risks like blunt force trauma, concussion? Like Bike Pro gear, they can provide added safety, but for when all else fails. And they shouldn't be our first line of defence. Ultimately, what are they designed for? The occasional knock or repeated strikes? Even before this, we must ask what this behaviour is communicating. Perhaps it's a sensory trigger. If we only treat the behaviour, do we risk missing something bigger? Could it signal managing discomfort, migraine, dental pain, or a more serious medical complaint the person can't verbalise? So maybe protection isn't as simple as it seems. Real safety might lie in asking the right questions about the person, about their environment and their needs. That's it from me, Doug Mealy. As always, I'd like to hear your opinions, comments, observations, and if you face similar challenges or been asked to supply similar equipment. And I'll see you all on next week's episode of The Lie.